It is possible to prophesy and still sin, but it is impossible to come from God's presence and still sin. You can prophesy without having access to the presence of God, but it is impossible to come from the presence of God without knowing things. There are people that know and there are people that prophesy. You should know that it's not everyone who prophesies that comes from the Lord. There are many that prophesy that God is not aware of them. The easiest thing to do is to prophesy. The easiest thing in the prophetic is to prophesy. And let me shock you, the easiest thing in the prophetic is to see a revelation. But hear me well, there are few men that have the ability to prophesy and still have the time to spend with the Lord. There is something I will tell you which is the secret for prophets, which many prophets have missed. Be careful of men whose eyes are open. Be careful of men whose eyes are opened by grace. Many of them don't know the Lord. Have you seen prophets who said they cannot preach? I'm not going to go deep there, but hear me well. A man that can see, which is given to him as a gift, many of them have no time to search for the Lord again, to spend time with him again. Mostly the people that need their eyes to open, they are normally those that pursue the Lord with all their heart. If a man's eyes are open without him laboring for them to open, set group of people, many of them, I'm not saying all of them, but a high percentage of them no longer spend time with the Lord. They now go around announcing what they have seen and they are enriching themselves because the prophetic is attractive. The prophetic can easily make you rich. Why? Because when men realize that you are hearing from God, they are easily moved to give. Even if you ask them for their life, they will lay it to you and they'll say, collect, it is here. That is why there are many prophets who do not know the Lord. Are they fake? No, sir. They are genuine, but they don't know him. If they don't know him, how do they hear from him? Remember, it is a gift the Lord gave them. It's just like a singing gift. So that is what I've always told people. Be careful of people whose eyes are open from birth. And there are many prophets who don't know this. Be careful of prophets whose eyes are open from birth. They do the worst and yet they see the best. Wow. I want to say it again. They do the worst and yet they see the best. And because they see the best, society has endorsed them. People equate seeing to spirituality. They equate seeing to deeper relationship with the Lord. But that is the error my generation is making. A man with eyes does not mean he's the one who have the best relationship with the Lord. There are people that knows God more than the sharpest prophet on earth, yet they've never seen a vision. There are people that know God more than the sharpest prophet on earth, yet they've never had a proper dream that came to pass. Be careful of prophets that see with their labor. They turn up to be the worst even though they see the best. I'm not saying anytime you see a sharp prophet, begin to suspect him. I'm saying high percentage of them. That is why we see a lot of mess in the prophetic office. These people do. A prophet did something and I was thinking he would be sober about it. But what he did is that he rather organized a program prophesying deeper and insulting people. I watched it and I wept. I shook my head. What you did was not right. So organizing a program to prove to the world that you can see is wrong. What the world was waiting for is an apology. Come out and said, I am a man. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. I will do my best next time. It will not repeat itself. We leave it there. But for you to come and prove to us that you can prophesy even deeper in the midst of the sin has raised a question mark in the prophetic office. Because if you commit a sin and people are talking about the sin and you came out to let them know that in the sin, I'm still seeing better than you, it does not make you spiritual than them. Samson was fornicating. And when they say, here come the Philistines, he torn the ropes. On a fornicating bed, he was fornicating. How is that possible? The Bible says, and the Spirit of the Lord came upon him and the ropes was torn into pieces on the laps of Delilah until the hair